There we go. I think it's all working now. Yep. Great. Hey guys, GriffinOni here, and welcome to another live stream. Today we're going to do more Pokemon Pokopia. Yesterday we got some stuff done. One of the big things that we got done is we have the Sharpedo sub. We have a proper house now set up in the new DLC area. And also, we have made notable progress toward the Silph Tower. And I think we should be able to get that done today with any luck. Hope everyone's doing well today so far. I'm trying to get a couple more things set up. I see you there, Uber Dan. What's up, Macy? Okay, looks like all my prep work is done, so let's go ahead and get started. So earlier this evening, I actually I tried before dinner to do just a little bit of grinding right now. Because I was doing a little bit of grinding on Xenoblade 2. Just because I wanted to like try to get a couple things out of the way that were just like, hey, fight this one specific enemy to improve this one specific ability, just so I wouldn't have to do that the next time we have a Xenoblade stream. And I was given a very grim reminder that my television in my living room, which I'll remind those who are not privy, the television I got in my living room, I got it when I purchased the house. What's up, Janice? And purchased the house, I got the TV, and that TV is a Sony Samsung television, and for the most part, it works. It does what I need to do. It really does not like the Switch 2. It really does not like the Switch 2. It does not agree with the Switch 2 at all. And like, I'm not saying it's unusable, but unless you know exactly what you're doing with it, it can be very, very difficult. Because what will happen is it'll keep like cutting to black every few seconds. And not for a long period of time, usually just a couple seconds at a time. But I mean like over and over and over and over again. It's ridiculous. Okay, Feebas once again offers the special items of the Withered Wits in Pokemon Center today. Those little trace items change for Prism Scales for 9 more days. Okay. So I probably do need to go to the Dream Island, just so I don't miss out on that opportunity. How am I doing? I'm doing well, Janice. You waited, Ditto. I'm sorry. I've completed your piles of paper. Got 20 piles of paper. Very nice. Okay, good. Okay. So we should have everything we need now to actually get the building going. So let's go ahead and start building. Beep, beep, beep. Calculating completion time. It'll be done at 8:50 p.m. Okay. So that is 1 hour from now. Awesome. We're set to get cracking on the 4th floor. Leave the rest to me and my happy helpers. This will take a while, so come check us out later. All right. Very nice. So now we can kind of concentrate on other things. I do want to at least check to see what is going on over here. You know my streams? Thank you very much, Macy. I appreciate that. So it's inconvenient then? Okay, so it is inconvenient. So what you have to do, because like I went down the rabbit hole. I was completed 4 minutes, but I remember you're an hour behind. 8:30 here now, bruh. So it is inconvenient, Uber Dan. And so what I have to do to get the Switch 2 to not just keep crashing with my TV in my living room is I have to, how to say this? So the Switch has like different color ranges. And so you have to tell both the TV and the Switch to set both of themselves to a limited color range. And by doing that specifically, it reduces the frequency that it happens. It doesn't outright eliminate it. And the weird thing is, some of what triggered it while I was still doing that limited method was like, oh, walking through the world with all this crazy stuff going on. That didn't cause it to go black. But me going through like the affinity chart menu, that was not okay. Plus, I'm glad you said my name right because sometimes I try to chat in different streams. I always say my name wrong. I don't know where they say it wrong. That's weird. Maybe it's just because I grew up with someone named Macy in my class, so it's like that's all I ever like knew as far as like the pronunciation is concerned. Okay, let's go down here. Let's see, more lore. The ever-popular Full Heal is available at a 25% discount for a limited time only. Limit 3 per customer, only available in store. Okay. Come on, come on. There we go. Very awkward transition, but we got it there in the end. Oh, you got a bag of such head seats. So today I had to, well, I'm still trying to continue to kind of work on the fallout of my firm having to change accounts with the bank. And it's been a huge pain in the neck to try to get everything going. One of the big things that's kept coming up this week is I've got like my legal assistants asking me, it's like, hey, can you write me a check to send this to the county clerk? And I have to look at them straight in the eye and say, no, I can't. Not that I don't want to, but I don't have checks to write right now because the way that our system works is that all the checks are printed. They're printed and then logged into QuickBooks. And so without printable checks, I can't really make new checks for them. When I was like getting shut up, they would always play when I'm getting shut up. But they say instead of Macy, they put Mesa, I'm guessing, or MASI. Okay, so it's not so much mispronunciation, it's misspelling. Interesting. I can definitely see how that would be annoying, though. I will say anything. I grew up like with my name, especially my last name, constantly getting mispronounced. There are even a couple like infamous instances of my last name getting misspelled in the yearbook of my high school. Okay, yeah. So we really just need to wait. So let's do this. Let's go back to Bubbly Basin. And see what's going on there. Is it okay for me to redeem the pick a game for me another Pokemon fan game now, or should I wait for more Pokemon progress to be done before that? I mean, you can if you want to redeem it. I can't guarantee it will happen today. I mean, it depends on what is. So it may be just a little bit before we do it, but I'm not gonna. I will not straight up put aside. So if there's a fan game you want to spend points for Uber Dan, that is fine. We probably won't get to it today, but next time I would otherwise stream Pokopia. Yeah, you can do that. It just won't be done during the weekends right now because I really do want to commit to, you know, getting through the whole of Xenoblade 2. My assumption, it'll be done after Pokopia is done, but I'll do it now then. All right. That's kind of the beauty of Pokopia, though. It's like it's never truly done, but there's no need to get it done. All right, what's up? Hey, Tita, you have some bunches of non-broken cards with you, right? If you want, I can turn in a piece of iron ore. Okay, well, you know what? If that's what you want, then I will absolutely go for it. Okay, make me some iron ore. Okay. Oh. There we go. So Uberdan has just redeemed some point. I need to raise this. There we go. Pokemon African VS. Okay. Let me make a note of that. Okay. What's up, Brian? How are you doing today? It's Roman Empire history meets Pokemon. Oh, interesting. Thank you for sending me down a link. I appreciate that. When I Google it, it's the first result on the re-upload site. That's what I figured. It's always one of those things where it's like, people's like, oh, it's like, how do I find this game? It's like, did you look for it on Google? Oh, God. There's 3 of them. I love chickens. Nice. What, you're looking to start a fight? I'm way bigger, brawnier than I look, you know. Let me show you. Whoa-ga. Ha! Not too shabby, right? How are you not more scared? Yeesh. Guess you're more impressive than you look, too. Okay, let's see. Wug Trio, the Guardian Eel Pokemon. A variety... Okay. A variety of fish Pokemon, Wug Trio was once, let us be clear on this, was once considered to be a regional form of Doug Trio. It is not a regional form of Doug Trio, though. We want to be very clear about that. I cannot emphasize that once enough because they want me to do that. They don't want us to accept the truth. But yeah, this specific environment is what summoned the Wug Trio. It's the anti-minor mole. Okay. So let's go ahead and head to the PC. Again, our Zapdos followed by Slowpoke. Interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and get the Chic as Streetlight recipe. It's not categorized as a regional form because the only official distinction is sharing a Pokedex number, which means you aren't allowed to use both the original and the variant on the same team. That's so ridiculous. Okay, yeah, my options are limited. Lampion is going to be really nice once I'm able to unlock that. Okay, I'm hearing the shaking grass. So what are we going to find here, given the circumstances? Oh, God. Okay, that works. Hey, you human-looking kiddo. You training hard? What? You're not? Well, at least you're honest. In that case, feel free to give me a holler if you need help with any physical labor. Alright, Hariyama, the arm thrust Pokemon. It loves challenging others to test its strength. It has the power to stop a train with a slap. You can't use bulky Kanto Zapdos with fast physical Gauss Zapdos. If you train hard or hardly training. Dang. So what can you do, Hariyama? Okay, you'd like for it to be bright around here? Well, I can facilitate that for your house. Just for now. Ah, there we go. Due to the activity in YouTube, Nightbot has finally triggered. So if you want to support my friend Carissa with her general life, click on the link that Nightbot has provided to do that. Helps her out a great deal. And is super, super, super appreciated. Pretty sure it's a normal beach spawn because you're using beach grass. Yeah, that makes sense. But hey, I mean, I haven't gotten it. Let's see here. I want to check the other on because I know I set some grass over this side. Just need to be certain there isn't anything else that needs to be set up here. I would think by now, if anything was going to show up, it would have already shown up here. Okay. Let's see what's in here. Got 3 Pokemetal ingots. One word I have to describe. One word I've heard to describe this is Hope Core. Okay, I could definitely see that. Okay, I could definitely stand to have more concrete steps. Because people with no sense of despair are helping rebuilding the world. Yeah, but I honestly think that's the attitude that we kind of need, given the circumstances. Because this world is a nightmare, despite the efforts that we made to make it nicer. This world is still, like, crazy. Even the roads are not fully put together. Okay, there we go. Oh, wait, one more. Let's be sure we're accounting for all sides here. Nope. We could use more of that in our not yet destroyed world. I agree. All right, what you got, Carvana? Whoa, this one was awesome. You can live here if you want. What, for real? Wow, thanks, Ditto. Loving the positivity from Macy here. Okay, let's see. We have some additional hints. Okay, Weasel's just based in tall grass. Okay, I have most of these components. Sunfish we're still waiting on. Choodle, I need a blender. Okay. So I need to find my ship in a bottle. Do I love Jesus? I do worship Jesus. Ah. I'm planning on waiting until it's all done so I can do all the DLC together. Okay, that's fair, Ryan. I can definitely respect that. I really think that each DLC is probably going to just be its own, like, isolated area. It's just kind of expand on itself, but I respect your decision. Okay. Okay. Oh, the environment level increased. Fantastic. That's exactly what I needed. Popplio. Town looks so much prettier. And there are so many Pokemon here now. Thank you, Ditto. I'm so happy. I know DLC 2 is in a town, but I'm hoping DLC 3 is also a new town. It's fair. Oh, I just remembered. I found something neat while you were working hard. Let me show you as thanks for help. I fast travel a bunch between all the different towns. I feel complete in my current towns. Okay, looks like Popplio wants to take me somewhere. Oh. Okay, here looks good. Why do I keep looking up? That's a good question, Macy. So the reason I look up, and I can't really show this, so my desk setup has 3 screens, okay? So screen to my left has just like the game showing. Screen to my right is the screen that kind of displays the Streamlabs window, which is why occasionally I will look over here and not directly at the camera when I'm explaining things. And then above me are, it's a window that shows my vertical chat, just to be 100% certain that it shows, because sometimes Streamlabs gets a little iffy with the vertical YouTube stream and displaying it. And another part of the window is showing my TikTok chat. So if I'm ever looking up, just assume I'm reading chat. This place looks so good. There's a lot of room. Okay, just a sec. Here it is. What you think? Looks pretty neat, huh? I think it's some kind of thingy the humans use. Yeah, it's a building kit. Oh, wow. So if we use this, you think we can make the town even shinier and sparklier? But I would probably need a whole bunch of Pokemon to help us build this, huh? Okay, let's find all my underwater buddies and ask them to help us out. What buddies? Let me see. First, there's the one with the cute coral horns. And the one who's really good with their big claws. Then there's the shy, spiky one. And the kind of wild one with the big, huge mouth. Oh, and the one with charming whiskers. And the floaty pink one. Oh, is that all? That sure is a lot of buddies. Yeah, I know. But I'm so excited to see them all again. And if you want to know more about any of them, you can always come ask me. You need materials and other Pokemon before you can start building, as well as a big open space. You may need to clear some sand and grass to prepare the land for a building. All right? We got another, there's a big important request. We can build a beautiful building. Let's at least see. Okay, so shiny pearls, shoes off fencing, ocean door. I don't have any of these. Star spotted rock I can work on. Okay, yeah, so all of this got to get cleared out. Well, let's do it. It's all got to go eventually. Buy more Pokemon ingots. Oh, ring ring. Hello there, GriffinOni. How goes it? Oh, so you found a lost relic, have you? I'd have nothing more to, than to praise it of you right now, but I'm afraid I'm not yet fit for the watery depths. But of course, if you use the Pokemon Center PC, you can show me that lost relic quite clearly. If you show me from there, I can definitely appraise that for you. Okay, large lost sunken relic. Okay, so there is a new brand of lost relics. Okay. We need to make more storage and probably get rid of some stuff. All right. I have to not carry stuff in order to change the issue of my carrying too much stuff. Okay, let me think. Okay. I straight up do not need this. No one needs that. So let's make a storage box. They fixed the chest system in this patch. They kind of did, Ryan. So I'll show you. I'll show you what they did. So the chest system, there is a there's a specific kind of chest that you can no. There's a specific kind of storage system that, like, you put stuff in there, and then if you create, like, another type of that specific type of storage system, you can access that storage from anywhere. So it does not apply to regular storage boxes, but they're essentially new storage boxes that let you access storage from anywhere. Yeah, essentially a global box. Meh. Nah. Listen, an improvement's an improvement. What are you going to do? All right. All right. Need these. Okay, I do not need these right this second. Rustic door I do not need. Setzel I do not need. Boiled mushrooms I can do with that for the moment. I wanted to be able to check all my items in the chest already filled with that item. Well, guess just have to settle. Also, thank you, Oramore, for following. I'm sorry I didn't really address that. I love Thanksgiving, but my favorite holiday of all is Christmas. Oh, speaking of holidays, I know I mentioned this on my Discord server, but it was brought to my attention the other day. So next year's Valentine's Day is going to be the same day as Super Bowl Sunday. And it's one of those things, I was kind of thinking about it. It's an interesting situation to find ourselves in. but I really view it as like a total double-edged sword. I think it's either going to work out, well, it's either going to be harmless, work out extremely poorly, or it can actually work out really well depending on your exact situation. Because of course, like, you know, typically you would want to, like on paper, you know, on Valentine's Day, you'd ideally want to take your significant other out to a nice dinner meal. Now, most people don't do that on Valentine's Day because it's a pain in the neck to do, and it's usually not worth it. Plus, you know, I've stressed my case, like, Valentine's Day is just a Hallmark holiday, just a waste. Let's see. Power literally has a button to auto-deposit all items that have an incomplete stack inside the chest, and about an attempt to do it with every single chest in your base. Bro. You are spoiled by Pal World. I get it, but still. So the interesting thing about Valentine's Day next year, because of that circumstance, obviously the bad result can be like, if you want to, hey, how's it going? If you want to stay in to watch Super Bowl, but your partner wants to go out and have a nice romantic dinner, you run into the issue of, you know, that conflict, because, you know, Super Bowl happens only once a year, but so does Valentine's Day. Conversely, if you both want to go out to a nice dinner, odds are, most people will opt out of having a nice dinner because of either, again, the kind of stigmas of Valentine's Day, or just the fact that it is Super Bowl. So it could actually increase the odds of you actually being able to get a reservation for that night, provided the restaurant you want to go to is still open in observation of Valentine's Day and the Super Bowl, which, you know, depending on where you want to go, is a non-zero chance of that being the case. So it's interesting. And of course, if neither of you want to go out to dinner and you both want to stay at home for the Super Bowl, then, you know, win-win-win. Terraria has those as well, given they did a collab with Pal World, may have been inspired by what Terraria has done. Interesting. How are we doing this fine Tuesday? We are doing well, Gabriel. That's what you should do all your celebrations. Bro, I don't have any strong feelings, like, one way or another. I mean, Ryan, I've made my feelings on Valentine's Day quite clear. And Super Bowl, I honestly don't care. I actually might. Well, I mean, I'm not saying I will. There's a non-zero chance that I might do something for the Super Bowl next year because, you know, I did get a really nice outdoor patio with the house, and it has, well, I installed a TV there. Let's see. I got a Nintendo Switch 2. Any games to recommend or favorite ones? Is the game you're playing free or pay? Okay, so this is not free. This is Pokopia. It does cost $70, Gabriel. Generally my favorite ones, I mean, there's a lot of games on the Switch that I enjoy. We've been playing the Xenoblade games on the Switch recently. Been playing Xenoblade 2. I do like a lot of the RPGs that are available on Switch 2. Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, all really good games. If you don't mind getting games on either key card or, you know, just pure digitally, there's a lot of third-party titles have been made available on the Switch 2. Kingdom Hearts is properly going to be released on the Switch 2, and not like that cloud service that they have, like properly released, properly downloaded and installed onto your hardware. So there's a lot of good stuff on the Switch 2. Tomodachi Life also has a thing on the Switch 2. Ooh, we got a recipe for an ocean door. That's actually really good. We need those. You get a few pallets in Terraria, and they're some of the best hard mode items. Interesting. Where's the screen that I'm playing on? It's on my left screen. So if I'm looking straight at the screen right now. Okay, I need fresh carrots. Okay. Just clear more of the terrain here. What item became so popular in meta they made an endgame in-universe version? Thank you for the lights, Gabriel. Appreciate it. Glad to see that those emotes are working. Sort of. Let's see. Before this stream started, I actually saw a very funny video. It's this lady is driving her car and her husband calls her, and he calls her and he's like, "Where are you right now?" And she's like, "I'm driving home. I'm in the car. I'm driving home." And he says, Where are you coming from?" And she said, "Oh, I'm driving home from the gas station." And the husband then replies, "Who were you with?" And the wife's like, well, what are you talking about? Like, you think I'm cheating on you? And then, like, it hits her. She left him at the gas station. So she immediately realizes the problem and turns around. It's one of those Drake and Josh door hole situations. Oh, we got a treasure map. I want to add it to my human records. Let's see. There must be something at the spot marked on the map. Try getting a Pokemon with the search specialty to help you find it. Looks like a treasure map somebody drew. Try heading to the place marked on the map, then search for treasure with a dowsing machine. You can look at a treasure map anytime the human records select section of the collection base menu. Okay. Well, I know where that is, so while we're still working on this, let's go. Yeah, Macy, I do appreciate your enthusiasm. Don't go overboard with your messages, because Streamlabs will kind of cut you off after a little bit, and I don't want that to keep happening. Okay, there you are. That's the only word to the partner Pokemon is with you. Okay, well. Well, never mind. Let's check this, actually, because we did increase the environment level. New challenges are available. All right. I guess this technically counts as digging up treasure because we pulled up that one treasure map. Okay. Okay, we got some new stuff here. Bottled ship is something that we're going to need for later, but can't do anything about that right now. Lampions are going to be important. Going to go ahead and get the Pokemon Center rebuilding kit, just so that is all set up here. We also need seashell fencing. Sand pile. Marine dresser. We're going to need this later. Floating logs recipe also will probably be helpful. And there's still some stuff that we're missing. I really do want to get to level 4 because we can then get this the scale roof recipe, and that'll be really helpful. Let's take a look and see what we have here. So, sandy digging spot, habitat hint. Let's see what we got. Okay, so sandy digging spot, sand piles, sand toys. That can be arranged. Let's see. There is stuff we can do with the trash can. I knew there was stuff we could do with the trash can. I just didn't have it arranged the right way. Okay. Creepy on chimney rocks. That lantern needs power. Okay, so. And topsy-turvy habitat hint. Okay. Interesting. So there's just a habitat with just 3 of those lanterns. Interesting. Let's just get 3 for now. I'm also gonna get this. Okay. So let's do this. Oh no. Oh no. What's that? Not here either. What's the matter? Oh, hey, I'm just looking for a pearl. I heard they're usually found at the bottom of the sea in places like this, but I haven't seen any yet. I have a feeling they could be in a cave over there. But the cave's so dark and scary, I can't bring myself to go look around in there. I'm gonna take a look. Oh, you're cold, Macy? I'm sorry about that, though I am surprised. It's the middle of August. Wait, really? Thank you. It's that cave over there. If you find a pearl, could you bring it to me? I'd really appreciate it. What if I already have a pearl like this? What's this? It's a pearl. Also, shelter just coming out of nowhere. This is a pearl? Huh. Well, thank you, but, actually, this one's kind of, well, it's really dirty. Pearls should be shinier and prettier than this. Sorry if I sound ungrateful. I do appreciate you bringing this to me. I wonder how to make this grubby pearl shine. Oh, I got it. Maybe we can ask that Pokemon for help. What Pokemon? There's a Pokemon called Cloyster. They're the one who told me about the pearls. Meanwhile, Shelter over here is like, what am I, chopped liver? I think they used to live in a place like this. It's like 100 degrees here. Yeah, that's my point. It's like, how are you cold? Swain Bower, flower and seaweed. Okay. If you can find Cloyster, they might be able to make this pearl shine. I'll talk to Cloyster. Thank you, Ditto. I'm so excited. Bro. Imagine having an ability so lame, it's called Scrub. I know what it means, like, really, but still, it's a little silly. Treasure map number 3. I must be something I'm marked on the spot on the map. Try getting Pokemon the search specialty to help you find it. So we've gotten multiple treasure maps, and with the inclusion of number 3, that implies that there is a number 2 that we just haven't found yet. Okay, Blue Cave Rock was not exactly what I was prioritizing there, but hey. I'm inside, but I'm so cold. That is crazy. Okay, so hypothetically, I was trying to think of a good spot to put 3 lights. Oh, there's a Totodile right there. Heyo. What's up, Totodile? Ugh, I'm so bored. Where is everyone? Huh? Who are you? Never mind. It doesn't matter. You're all here and I'm bored, so we should play together. Yeah, sure. Probably because the AC is on. Maybe. Oh, let's cut out the door. Okay, let's have a bite battle. You bite me, I bite you, and whoever bites the hardest wins. I can't bite, though. Oh, looks like you don't have teeth, huh? Guess that means I win. Guess so. Oh, yeah, I won. But I'm so bored. Well, glad that I almost succeeded in entertaining Totodile. Totodile, the big jaw Pokemon. It is small but rough and tough. It won't hesitate to take a bite out of anything that moves. What do we got? Huh? Poplio needs my help building something. Yeah, I guess I can help. Not like I'm doing much, but I still want to play a little more. Let's hang out a bit before we go find Poplio. Sure. What do you want to do? Let's play Look That Way. What are we doing? Look That Way. Some Pokemon may ask you to play Look That Way. In this game, you must guess when prompted whether the Pokemon will look left or right by pressing a left or right on the D-pad accordingly. Guess correctly and you win the round. Guess incorrectly and you lose. Oh, it's like that one minigame from Mario Party. You know, the fun little musical number. If you have more wins than losses after 3 rounds, you win the game. Win will greatly increase your friendship with the Pokemon, but even if you lose, your friends will still improve somewhat. Look that way. Yeah. I have the Pico Tori. Look that way. Dang. Totodile wins. Look that way. Yeah. 2 out of 3. We take that. Yep, 50-50. Hey, we take those. No way. How did I lose? Could be worse. It could actually be like the Mario Party one and it being 4 different directions. So I'll take it. Dang, you must be some kind of pro. Okay, fine. Let's play something else. And this time, I'm going to win. Come on, let's go over there. Okay. Where is this child taking me now? Oh, that's so cute. There's a little mouse hold statue here. That's adorable. Toto, next up is hide and seek. I'll hide, and if you find me, you win. I'm gonna go hide now. No peeking, got it? Well, with the power of faded to black screen, anything is possible. Okay, well. Gee, wherever did it go? Tota? Aw, you found me. Dang it, this is such a good hiding spot. You must be some kind of hide-and-seek genius, huh? Not really. You walked in a straight line. All right, since you're so good at games, let me show you something cool. All right, we've been here before. This is the aforementioned preschool, I think, anyway. I found this gizmo earlier. Let's play with it next. Wait, it's not working. How can we turn it on? I know. I'll try biting it. Needs electricity. Oh, right. Gizmos need electricity to work. I know a Pokemon who can make electricity. Pretty sure they used to live somewhere like this. All right, now we're really getting the ball rolling on some stuff here. Let's see. Fluffy relaxation. Haven't discovered this habitat yet. I can make that, but let me just see here. Okay, so any doll will do. We need the cushion bed, any light, and any doll. But if we had a Pokemon like that around, they could power up the gizmo for us. All right, well, let's do this. Nope. Here's what we're gonna do, chat. We're gonna take this Ditto doll. We're gonna put it right there. And then Oh, wait. No, that's not what that'll do for us. Okay. I need to get a proper light source in here. Wait. Did I not have... Yes. There we go. Electricity underwater sounds perfectly safe. Yeah, no. It's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. All right, that should do it. The Lantheons are actually a pretty good substitute for conventional electricity because they just turn on, and I don't need to actually provide power to them manually. But yeah, no, totally safe. Totally safe. Okay, so hypothetically, let's do this. So if we put three of these right next to each other, that should count and create an environment, right? Or not? Oh, you know what? I know the issue. They need to be hanging from somewhere. They need to be actually hanging from a proper ceiling. So let's do this. Nope, not what I wanted. That is absolutely not what I wanted. Okay, let's try this one more time. There we go. Now, if I were a betting boy, as far as the topsy-turvy habitat is concerned, I'm going to guess that's going to bring out Inkay. I can't say for certain that's what it will yield, but it's what makes the most sense to me. All right, we got 3 grubby pearls. Very nice. Okay, there we go. Looks like Chin Chow has joined the fray. At least I assume it's Chin Chow. Yep. Whoa, hey, nice to meet you. This place is neat, huh? I feel like my, light is shining brighter than usual. Means I can see it clearly. All right. I memorized exactly how you look, so when I see you around, I know who you are. And that is the basis of elementary school friendships. Chinchou, the angler Pokemon. Its antennae, which evolved from a fin, have both positive and negative charges flowing through them. Wouldn't it just attract the 2 antennae together? Like, I'm no expert on magnets, and, at the end of the day, none of us truly know how magnets work, but I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. Chinchou, I need you to follow me here. Follow me, please. Let's see. There we go. Whoa, check this out. It's so bubble-tastic. Now it's time to play. What fun stuff can we do with these bubbles? What about helping Poplio out? Ah, I totally forgot about helping out Poplio. God, Toadale's so expressive. I love it. All right, time to shine. Whenever you're ready to start building, just take me to Poplio. All right, thank you, Chin Chow. Okay, we still got a little ways to go before we can get the big construction project started with Poplio. There's still quite a bit left over from this space that we need to clear out. Because this all needs to get sucked away. All right, come on, you. Okay, we don't need to proceed any further for now. Although there does appear to be some road that we could clear out. So one thing I have to get ready for, kind of looking ahead, is my plans for Labor Day weekend. The fellas and I are going to get together, and we're going to go to San Japan, a really cool convention. And I believe, like, the plan is for the fellers to stay at my house, but we're trying to work out a couple of logistical matters. Because Paige wants to bring her cats just because of the relatively like length of time that she's planning on being in the area, and we're just trying to work out the logistics of that. Realistically, like, the most convenient thing for everyone with respect to the convention would be for her to keep her cats at my house. It's either that or her sister's house, which isn't as close to the convention. And we were talking about this, and I think if we do end up keeping baby cats in my house, then what we will probably end up doing is, you know, she can keep the cats there, you know, do whatever, but she needs to keep them in my guest bedroom first and foremost. Partly because I don't want them going around damaging a bunch of stuff around the house, but also our friend Nihil, who's staying over, he is somewhat allergic to cats, so I think keeping cats in the guest bedroom would be the safest call for everyone involved. Hello, Ghost Eyes. But also, like, you know, I need Paige to be sure that she brings over everything that the cats need. You know, that's a thing for them to eat out of, water bowl for them to drink water out of. You know, bring toys, bring a scratching post. I don't want them scratching on my furniture. So if she brings everything that she needs to keep the cats healthy and, you know, and generally happy while they're staying in my house and staying in the guest bedroom specifically, This should be fine. But we got to make sure that it works for everyone. But I am looking forward to it because this will be one of the first times I get to have kind of a multitude of people at my house since I moved, and I'm excited about that. All right, we're almost done clearing the way here, guys. I know that we've been at this specific area for a while, but we had to get this dealt with. All right, come on. There we go. Come on, you. Okay, so we got most of that taken care of. Ocean door, we can technically make. Plan on getting winds and waves when it comes out. Thank you, Ghostside, for following. Yes, I do plan on getting winds and waves when it comes out. My guess, because yeah, I've been in the game long enough to know generally how Pokemon likes to schedule things out. My assumption is that they are going to release it in the mid to late fall, probably around the time that they like probably either like the weekend before Thanksgiving or like a week before the week before Thanksgiving, 2 weeks before. So that's my guess. So I will definitely stream it to the to my relative capability at the time. Now, of course, the other thing that we need to kind of keep in mind, and, this is not negotiable. I'm just going to say straight up, okay? How long I do Winds and Waves and when I do Winds and Waves exactly is going to entirely depend on when Kingdom Hearts 4 comes out, because that's also coming out late 2027. And I'm just going to say that if Winds and Waves comes out at the same time as Kingdom Hearts 4, you can forget about any immediate plans for Winds and Waves. Pokemon will be taking a back seat to Kingdom Hearts. Like, no question. Kingdom Hearts will be taking absolute priority. But there's no way to know if that's going to happen. For all we know, it could be 2 entirely different months. So I could get Kingdom Hearts 4 knocked out before Winds and Waves even comes out. I don't know. I honestly do not know. Okay, we got a couple more Pokemon set up here. Got some grubby pearls. Oh, you know what, chat? It is that particular time. I believe the building in Sparkling Skylands is all done. So let's take a look and see how our big, beautiful building is doing there. Okay. Sky building number 4 has been completed, so let's go. Oh, good. The Minor Mole has posted another video. All right. GriffinOni, there you are, bud. The Skyland building 4th floor is all finished. You should definitely check it out while you're here. Ready for the big reveal? Here we go. Behold, chat. A building of proper business with no usable electricity. Well, you see my activity. You have summoned me. I speak. You speak of the Minor Mole, and he appears. There we go, chat. Silpco has been restored. Skyland building 4th floor is complete. Now, if only I had some electricity. We did it. We all worked together and totally fixed up this big building. GriffinOni, all of you, thank you so much for helping me out. I had a blast. So it's finally finished, is it? That's quite a feat for Pokemon alone to accomplish. I had a lot of fun, too. It really has become quite a magnificent building. Oh ho. Well then, what are we waiting for? Let's take a look inside, GriffinOni. I was about to say, I heard some rumbling going on. What's that about? Oh my, what was that just now? Oh, I know that sound. This building. What is happening here? What the heck's that voice? I hear it coming from above. What's that McDonald's as looking entrance for Silpco? Hey! Just because it's yellow? Oh my, there's something very odd happening in the sky. Oh! I believe someone was moving on the roof just now. GriffinOni, will you please go check the roof of this building? It might be a Pokemon we haven't met before. Maybe a Pokemon that you haven't met before. Please, GriffinOni, do it for me. I'd be crushed if anything happened to this beautiful building we just finished. Because the M shape. Yeah, lowercase m, I guess. Okay, so we need to get to the top of this thing. Fortunately, we've just completed a building with a working elevator, so we can get to the 4th floor now. All right, get off now. Okay, well, there's a fountain on a door handle decoration. Yeah, what did you think it was? Okay. Waste paper. Oh wait, there's an elevator to get me all the way to the top. God bless. It's the Master Ball. There's McDonald's M for you. And there he is. Kind of weird that he had so much power while inside the Master Ball, but, you know, if it were anyone other than Mewtwo, I wouldn't be surprised. But, you know, here we are. It's your boy. It's Mewtwo. Just imagine if we got in, like, a full-on, like, turn-based battle right now. You're an odd ditto. Did you and your friends construct this building? We sure did. I see. I was concerned that humans might be using the power of their so-called science in unwise ways again. But to hear that this large building was erected by Pokemon is quite a surprise. What happened to the humans? I do not know. The last time I saw a human in a city where rain no longer fell, I believe it was called Fuchsia. They were putting up a peculiar building on a nearby beach. I think it highly likely they were plotting something nefarious. If you were curious about humans, I suggest you investigate around there. Although a great deal of time has passed, I can't be sure that the building still exists. I don't usually speak at such length. Perhaps this is a sign that I've taken a liking to you. Boy, Macy, you picked the time to come back. Mewtwo, I'm gonna say, honestly, this Mewtwo is looking fierce. Just the lining on its face. Like, this is a fierce Mewtwo. Anyway, Mewtwo, the genetic Pokemon. Its DNA is almost the same as Mew's. However, its size and disposition are vastly different. And much like me, it is 6'7". Ah, your phone died. Understandable. Mewtwo, genetic Pokemon, is registered in your Pokedex. Your trainer rank has increased to Master. It's time I took my leave. Perhaps we shall meet again somewhere. Hello, GriffinOni. Who'd you find on the roof? Please come back here soon and tell us what you learned. Well, sure, if you insist. Yeah, the shadow on its face makes it look very menacing, which fits Mewtwo well. Yeah, like, they cooked with its design. Such a subtle detail, but it's always about the subtleties of Mewtwo. If you get the subtleties right with Mewtwo, he's great. And other times, no, he's not. But the back sprite of Mewtwo and Heart Gold, for instance, that one has great menace. Oh ho, GriffinOni, how'd it go? Who did you find on the roof? What's that? Well, I'll be. You found Mewtwo? So now you've even become friends with the legendary Pokemon Mewtwo. Astonishing. Truly, what an amazing surprise. I can't believe an incredible Pokemon like that came all the way to celebrate us completing the building. Oh my, were they terribly good looking? So tell us, did Mewtwo say anything about the humans? They mentioned that building on the beach? Oh ho, that building we discovered near the cave where you and I first met, eh? It may be a good idea to investigate that building a bit further. But aside from everything else, it seems the sudden appearance of Mewtwo can be chalked up to the impressive job you all did rebuilding this great structure. Well done indeed, everyone. I hope we can continue working together like this so that all Pokemon in all towns can live comfortably. Alright, the important request has been completed. We've rebuilt the huge building. Now I just need to get to a point where there's electricity up in this place. I probably also need to, you know, get the Pokemon Center all fixed up, but we're working on that. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do now. So got the big building fixed. That's all well and good, and that is a big step. But we still have not fixed the Pokemon Center here. So I would like to get that matter dealt with. So we queued up gold ingots to be made by Cinderace in the last stream. And I believe I also had Vulpix working on some glass. If not, we can fix that. Okay, yeah, we need more glass. BRB, you're gonna go get Pepsi? All right. Good to know, Macy. Oh, Ah! Did not mean to do that. Okay, well, I couldn't find Vulpix, so I did find some more lore. Oh, see, there you go. You got a copy of the Silphco music. Cool, you get the laptop to display whatever photo you want. Kind of would have preferred that it played music, but you know. I guess they don't really use laptops to play music anymore. Now people just use laptops to make content. All right, let's see. I need you to follow me, Vulpix, because we have some more glass that I need you to make. Thank you. Okay, and now we need to go to Rocky Ridges and check on my gold preparation. We can also see what's just going on in the area in general. So I'm getting a lot of back to school advertisements because obviously school year is starting for some people. And it reminded me of what I had to go through when it came to like the process of like trying to sell my old computer to finance the new one. And I remember one of the potential buyers was like trying to get this computer for his daughter for school. And, you know, I didn't have a problem. So I didn't care one way or the other because, you know, my concern at that point was selling the old computer for $300. So if you were willing and able to pay $300 for that computer, I don't care what you did with it. But I was like, you're going to use this for school? Like hundreds of hours of gaming content on that thing. Now used just to do basic algebra. Okay, right. There we go. All right, Macy's back. Now, let's go back to Sparkling Scones again. Okay. Okay, rebuild a huge building was completed. Let's see. Get this. Okay. Yeah, so we just need a more piece of glass, and then we will be good to go. What's up, Dragonite? I feel like if we keep getting closer and closer friends, Ditto, so here. This is a friendship gift from me to you. What's up, Ivo? Okay, I'm gonna take the concrete that we got in here. Make concrete has been completed. Okay. Okay, there's a Pokemon kit. I'm gonna go ahead and buy that. There's another thing to work on. Oh, it's so small. I thought the Pokemon was gonna be way small. Heck, I could almost put it right on top of the Pokemon Center, but no, I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, no, that's the Pokemon kit. That is surprisingly small. Okay. Now it makes sense why I'm called. I guess I'm just not like. It's weird because like I've talked to a lot of my friends about it because some people like they crank up their AC and they're like, oh, I'm so cold. It's like, yeah. You cranked up your AC to deal with the heat. What did you think was going to happen? It's going to get colder in here. Isn't this what you wanted? Fans on. That is also understandable. When I sleep, I technically have 3 fans running. I have a fan blowing air on me from 2 different directions. So one is right in front of me and the other one's on the other side of my bed. And then I have a ceiling fan also running above me. But that's what happens when you live in South Texas. Like, we take our fan usage very seriously. We commit to the art of fan usage. Got a stained glass window recipe set. Okay. Monster my fan on. More so than North Texas. That's fair. Oh, GriffinOni, a favor. Ask. There is a great deal more Pokemon in this town now thanks to you, wouldn't you say? But I spent a month and there may be some more aren't quite satisfied with their environment. Pokemon have varied tastes after all. I know I've asked you this before. I'm asking you in this time too. Would you please raise the comfort levels of this town's Pokemon even further? I'll leave the method up to you. I look forward to seeing your results. All right, so we need to raise the environment level to 5. This place is only at level 3 right now. East Texas is icky. West Texas is straight up desert and mountainous. Yeah. Here it's just hot. It's just very, very, very flippin' hot. I've got a piece of advice for you. I was quite shocked and impressed by Take Master's skilled on building in this town. And this applies to other towns as well. But if you build a house and have a Pokemon live in it, that should improve their comfort level. You also recall you learned how to make lifts and elevators here. Machines like that make it easier for Pokemon to move around as they please. I can only imagine things like that would help with their comfort levels as well. Okay, so generally improve the place, hydrate the earth, make it more humid. Got it. Well, Macy, if you're tired, go to bed. You know, don't stay up late on my account. Let's see. Okay, we still need more glass. What's that, Patrick Star? Never? All right. Your choice. Okay. Thank you, Altaria. Oh, hey, there's a new one here. Oh, Jesus. Not you. Anyway, Watri. Wow, the wind in this area is real nice. I like how easy it makes flying around. I'm gonna live here from now on. Stop by and say hi, okay? This is one of the relatively newer Pokemon. Wattrel, the storm petrel Pokemon. These Pokemon make their nests on coastal cliffs. The nests have a strange crackly texture and they're a popular delicacy. People eat the nests? That's not okay. That is not okay, chat. That's kind of messed up. NGL. Okay. Stuff to do here on paper. I'm trying to see my options as far as like installing lifts. Where would be the best place to put the lifts up? Okay. Okay. So I remember when I was like way younger, when I was like second grade, I had a small role to play in what was that? What would that have been? 2007? 2000 no. Okay. 4 to 5. 5 to 6. Okay, so 2005 production of Evita. You know, that one show, Don't Cry for Me, Argentina. That one. And had a small role to play in that. Part of the children's chorus of that particular production. And as part of the requirements, like you had to stay up really late because they always had like a late show at night. And it's one of those things like back in the day, like for me, like that was like the coolest thing ever, being able to stay up that late. And now it's like I stay up that late regularly as an adult. Beautiful. Environment level increased. I didn't even do anything. All right, environment levels increased once again. That is good. So now there are new challenges and more things I should be able to buy / make for this specific area. Okay, let's see. Magazine rack could be useful. You may, well, we can make vending machines later. We're not quite there yet. We can make city cottage kits. That'll probably be helpful. I'll go ahead and buy one. That just looks like a generic like house from Pokemon. That's crazy. And then a metallic smelting furnace. Interesting. Might as well buy that. All right. We can get window pane recipe. Okay, that's huge. That's huge. That's one of the big things I really wanted. And the concrete slab recipe. Okay. I'm gonna also buy this. Study area. Okay. And fireplace nap spot. Okay. Fireplace nap spot. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, this is just sand here. Okay. Okay, so yeah, so that's another. Trying to think of like the best way to kind of utilize my resources here. It's always a tricky thing. That hurts. Okay, so I need to clear some of this out here. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay. That's queued up now. Literally just need to get one more piece of glass, and then we can get the Pokemon Center queued up for completion. There we go. Thank you, Vulpix. Okay, that takes care of that. The all materials we need, we just need to gather some fellas. So, Duskull. Yep, okay. Let's start gathering the fellas. Rookidee, I need you. Snivy, I need you. What's up, Matang? A personal living space is not required for life, but life is very, very happy with a personal living space. Okay, okay. Come with me. Actually, do I need you for the Pokemon Center? That's the... actually, yeah, I do need you for the Pokemon Center. Okay, Pupitar, Tinkaton, Duskull. Squishy Clay, very useful. Okay, follow me, Duskull. Okay, Duskull is queued up. All right, we need Pupitar. I think we also need Dratini, actually. Follow me, please. How's your comfort level? Okay. So I'm gonna put a decoration in Duskull's home. Just so he has something. Okay, I also need Tinkaton, who I'm pretty sure is still at the building right now. Bird, I hear a bird. And for once, this bird does not actively try to kill me. It just throws wings, well, feathers at me that are usually on fire. But it's not trying to kill me, so it's okay. All right, follow me, please. It literally just stopped in front of the building to drop its feather. And now it disappeared into the ether. But no need to worry about that, chat. Ho-Oh does what Ho-Oh wants. No, Sprigatito. Follow me, please. Because I also need your assistance. For some reason. Okay. Let's see how long it's going to take. Theoretically, it shouldn't take as long. Let's see. Be done 10:28 p.m. Okay, so it's abundantly clear. Speaking of Poe, I hear it makes for a great lawyer. It makes for a great lawyer. Because it's a phoenix, right? God bless. That's good, though. That's good. That's good. Yoink. Okay, so yeah, it's abundantly clear that when we have Tinkaton do certain projects, it won't take as long, because normally in constructing a Pokemon Center, it would tell me like, oh, no matter what, it's not going to be ready until tomorrow. But now it'll take an hour. Now, will it be alive for another hour? I don't know. Probably not. But we can at least roll the fact that it won't take as long in game. So what I would like to do right now, just again, while we're working things out, I would like to go over here. I have a suspicion. Oops. I have a suspicion that this door leads back to the Withered Wasteland. I want to be certain that I'm correct. And if I'm not correct, then oh well, leads us to a new area. Who shall complain? But I'm pretty sure this will just lead us back to Withered Wasteland. Your train wreck is master. The area gate will now open. I just have a feeling that it will lead us back to Withered Wasteland. Area gate unlocked. You may pass through. All right, gate has been opened. Okay, no, it does not take the Wasteland, but it does take us back to Bleak Beach. Okay, so this does loop back around. Okay, yeah, so this does take us right here on Bleak Beach. Okay, so that is an interesting turn of events, to be sure. Okay, so... Let's see. Did you play any DLC yet at the event? And the event. We actually did do some of the DLC earlier in the stream, Lunar. But the event itself, I'm not sure what you're referring to. Are you referring to the Phoebus? Pardon me, Gurren, I have a favor to ask. Could I borrow you for a moment? What you need? It has to be my inability to generate electricity. When I first woke up, I couldn't quite recall the reason why my electricity was gone. But the more time I spent here, the more my memories returned in little bits and pieces. And I've recalled an important memory from long ago. What memory? You see, I had something of a little family before, some younger Pokemon who were frail and feeble. So I got in the habit of sharing my electricity with them. But there came a day when the whole lot of them fell ill all at once. In response, I took things a bit too far. I pushed myself to the absolute limit trying to share even more electricity with them. And, well, I couldn't. I couldn't generate a single spark after that. If by chance my little family members have also returned to the area, I would be so delighted to see them again. Could I trouble you to look for them? Sure thing. Truly? Thank you ever so much. In that case, could I ask you to look for Pichu first? Alright, Pichu, tiny mouse Pokemon's electric stats in its cheeks. When they're fully charged, Pichu plays very energetically. Pichu was a reliable one, always looking to bear the burdens of others. But Pichu always craved love and attention the most. I can hardly wait to share them with affection when we've reunited. If you do find Pichu, please feel under me. I would be in your debt. Okay, well, we know where Pichu can be found. What's up, Growlithe? Oh, right. Bricks. I didn't forget. What's up, Rombergs? Oh, so we got Lure at the thing. Please be Gastrodon. Please be Gastrodon. Okay, well, it is Gastrodon, but it is the inferior pink one. Well, I can't complain. Gastrodon is still my favorite Pokemon. You there, would you listen to this? I bumped my head into a wall just a bit ago. See? Right here. Oh, wait, I forgot. I never have any bruises, or any visible injuries for that matter. Any bump or scrape just heals itself right up. But that doesn't change the fact that it hurts. Oh, goodness, look at me babbling on like this. We've only just met. Thanks so much for listening. All right, Gastrodon, literally the best Pokemon ever. Sea Slug Pokemon. The softness of its body helps disperse the force of impacts. So although its body is uncommonly squishy, it's also surprisingly resilient. It also has 3 eyes, which means it is zen as heck. Okay, so Pikachu wants to see Pichu. So we need to go to the Withered Wasteland and find Pichu, because that's where they be. I would love it if Pikachu considers Mimikyu like a cousin or something, but it's not likely. I seriously doubt Mimikyu will get that much love, even though it absolutely deserves it. All right, we are back home. Gastron's the MVP. Absolutely the MVP. No question. Okay, pretty sure. There you are. Pichu? What's up, Ditto? Oh, what? Pikachu's looking for me? I gotta go find him. Follow me. Beautiful. We'll just take this nice, comfortable road that I have created for this area. Very, very comfortable. Peach is so cute. I finally beat Mega Heatran and Legends ZA. Nice. What do you think of Mega Heatran? I know like some people, it's weird. Like some people could argue that it's just kind of a mess, but I personally love the chaotic nature of Mega Heatran's design. And also it is, from a temperature standpoint, far and away the hottest Pokemon. Because that moniker used to be held by Matt Cargo, and then Mega Heatran was like, "Nah, man, I'm going to be literally 10,000 times hotter than that." 18,000 degrees, nothing. How about 1.8 million degrees? Love its derpy, looking eyes. You know those aren't actually its eyes, though, right? That's the eyes are just part of its faceplate. You don't actually ever see its real eyes. Pikachu, watch this! Why? What a marvelous shock that was. I'm just so happy to see you. I was shocked. You always used to struggle with general electricity in the past. You have truly grown, my dear Pichu. Well, yep, I just blow your mind. I'm so very proud of you. Thanks, Pikachu. While you were gone, I practiced really, really hard. So now you don't have to work so hard to look after me. Thank you so much for everything, and I hope maybe now I can help you out more. My dear little Pichu, thank you. All right, Pikachu, what do you need? I need to bring Toxel. Toxel's part of your family? Okay. Lazy photo album scrolling. Okay. That may be a while. Toxel's such a kind, sweet child, always fretting over me, worrying I was pushing myself too hard. They used to be a bit of a loner, and I worry they are off crying on their own somewhere. I'm counting on you to reunite me with Toxel, GriffinOni. Okay. Duly noted. So, while we're here, let's queue up another house to get built so we can just have this area finished up. So, Farfetch, Growlithe, Wooper. Okay. What's up, Trubbish? Thank you for the floof. We'll just get Trubbish queued up over here and then get the others. Okay, there we go. This is the one issue with Farfetch, is that Farfetch always wants to be working behind the cash register, which is fine. Except that I need Farfetch specifically to actually get things done. Falafel. Bruh. Oh, you know what I call my Gallade falafel? Okay. Interesting choice. I'm always kind of weird when it comes to nicknames. You know, when I did my Let's Plays for Fire Red and oh, what? You're saying you did not mean did you not mean falafel, or did you not mean to spell Gallade that way? It's Master Blade. Ah, see that? That makes more sense. That makes substantially more sense than falafel. Like, no disrespect to anyone who loves falafels, but Gallade plus falafel equals what? Okay, so we got Growlithe. We just need to find the Whoops. Okay. There you are. Whoop! No, Whooper! Whooper! Come here, my child. Okay, let's begin building an orange hut. And as always, with stuff like this, it'll be done tomorrow. And there's nothing I can do to control that. Just as I cannot control the fact that Farfetch is definitely going to drown. You also got new shinies? Nice. I actually caught a couple shinies on the other day. I do afternoon walks through my neighborhood, and I caught myself a shiny a Alolan Meowth. Ooh, we got the recipe for an arch bridge. That's actually pretty nice. That's going to be very useful. Okay. So, with that said, there's one other gate that I want to check. There's one gate I've not accounted for. Your newest shiny is Simisage. Interesting. The colors on Simisage that I recall are like crazy, dude. Like, it's not all that different from the normal coloration, but it's apparent enough. But, you know, the elemental monkeys are generally underwhelming as a collective and as individuals, especially Simisear. My first shiny was a Smeargle in Emerald. Oh, man. You know what's really confusing for a lot of people? Yeah, it's good enough for me. Well, and that's all that matters. That is absolutely what matters. If it's good enough for you, then that's all that you need to worry about. So the thing about shiny Smeargle is that how shiny Smeargle was handled in Gen 3 is a little weird. So if you don't know, I believe in Gen 3 onward, the normal Smeargle has a green tipped tail. And then the shiny Smeargle has a red tipped tail. But the thing is, the coloration of Smeargle's tail was not always green. I believe in Gen 2, it was red by default. And that default coloration carried over to Pokemon Coliseum in XD. So if you brought a normal Smeargle into Pokemon XD or caught a Smeargle in Pokemon Coliseum, it would have a red tail, which threw people off because, like, wait, is this a shiny Smeargle? Nope, it's just a Smeargle from a forgotten time. My newest is Stunky and Scarlet. Didn't even notice it was shiny because it was a tiny and hidden in tall grass, and I need one for my dex. Nice. Okay, so where does this gate take me? Oh. There's an obstruction on the other side. Interesting. You also have a rose raid I call Lady Toxin. Nice. It's actually the great thing about rose raids. Its design works so well for both males and female designs. Like, it literally does not matter. All right, Seaside Tall Grass. We can get my boy Slowking. Oh, speaking of seaside tall grass, will this yield Slowking? I used Mega Rosemary and Pokemon Floral Tempest. It was really powerful. Nice. Okay, well, that is not Slowking, but that is Slowbro. Oh, I just had a good idea. Hey, you, listen to my good idea. What was it again? Oh, well, anyway, I hope to see you around. All right, Slowbro, the hermit crab Pokemon. That's what it's called? Hold up. Has that always been Slowbro's categorization? My first shiny was Graveler and Emerald. Yes, even if you count the shiny General Gyarados. Dang. When a Slowpoke went hunting in the sea, its tail was bitten by a shelter, that made it evolve into Slowbro. Okay, hold up. I have to check Dexter on this one. No, it's been considered the hermit crab Pokemon. That's very weird. I've never thought of that. I just assumed. Well, I don't know what I assumed. I just assumed it would be called the hermit crab Pokemon. All right. Now we can submit this. Let's see. So you completed part 3 of the Theme Initiation Challenge. Congratulations. I could just sit and stare at a nice fire for hours and hours without getting bored. At least that's what our boss said. Pretty cool, eh? But kids shouldn't try it on their own. It's dangerous. Anyway, here's that reward. We got the Thunder-ish badge. Not bad, right? I've heard you've got that badge. If you got the badge, it'll never rain when you're on a date. But anyway, moving along, let's get cooking with part 4 of the Theme Initiation Challenge. This part's theme is building materials. I know you're up to it, boss in the making. All right, we do not have any concrete, but we can correct that issue. Let's see. All right, that's a mossier spot. I forget what this ability is called, but it changes the second attack to match the attack. Yes. Okay, interesting. Also call my Mewtwo and Sword. Oh, nice. Oh, Beerus. Yeah. That makes sense. I think, oh, what was it? We did my Heart Gold Let's Play. We called Mewtwo Ultima. After, like, the most powerful spell in Final Fantasy. Oh, I know the issue is. Thinking about naming my Galissapod Cherry. Go for it, my guy. Okay. Let's see. I'm done thinking about, done, he shall not be known as Jerry. All right. If I could help solidify that decision for you. Let's see. Okay. God, it's so annoying when it doesn't quite fit. Okay. Oh, we don't even have the means to make this house right in here and now. Okay. What's up, Gummy? Okay, you're just generally happy. Take that. What's up, Ditto? Where can I find scales? Looking for some too. I can't find them anywhere, yo. Okay, so I need to go to Dream Island for that. Okay, so I need to get more prism scales to get any of this. God bless. Also got Jerry to level 100. Nice. Let's see here. Okay. Trying to think about where I would find Bulbasaur, because I'm trying to see if I can't speed up the process of getting those flowers already. How's your comfort level, Cacnea? Oh, you want a dry place? Well, for someone who wants a dry place, you didn't seem to really be complaining about... Well, you just say you love the rain. Like, which is it? You also have a level 100 Crabominable? Nice. I don't know why I came to you. I thought I saw Oddish go this way. Two bean pods. All right, where are you, Bulbasaur? I literally do not see it anywhere. Nope, that's what Charmander is saying. Let's see. How's your cover level, Ash? All right. Well, it's pretty human as it is, Oddish, so I think we're good in this respect. I'm gonna at least see if it's possible for Oddish to affect the plants. But let's see what we got. Trash collection site. I've tried with it. Like, really? Here? There you go, Ash. Oh, interesting. There's a whole other type of grave that we can make here. There we go. All right, I'm gonna take this. And I'm guessing these types of flowers don't work. Not that. Not. I did not mean to take that. Okay. Let's check the exact descriptor here. So it has to be wildflower specifically. Okay. So wildflower seeds. Okay. Okay. There we go. There we go. Now, what is my favorite Mega Pokemon? That's a good question. It's one of those things where it's like I would love to just say, oh, it's like Mega Rayquaza because that's easy enough to do. Like that is that's the first thing that comes to mind. I think it's like, I think for me, I think like Mega Mewtwo. Why specifically? Mainly because, well, of its iconic appearance on the movie, but also just like that appearance that we got created like a lot of healthy discourse. And it's like we did not know what it was when we first saw it. We saw Mega Mewtwo, but we did not know what it was. And so everyone thought, oh, it's like, are we finally getting Mew 3? And it's like, no, this is not Mew 3. This is simply a new form for Mewtwo. Got a wreath. I'm gonna put that right there. I'd say that is my favorite Mega Pokemon, just off the top of my head. That or possibly Mega Gallade, because it has a dual disc, and that is always funny to me. I like that despite the fact that it is at nighttime right now, there's still sunlight coming into this place because I always want to remind you that this is where it all started. Same with all this, too. I like Mega Mewtwo X. Mega Mewtwo X is, it is interesting. It's just one of those things where, like, obviously, you know, if you want a physical build for a Mewtwo, it's better for that. but at the same time, Mega Mewtwo X's design is just not as distinct for me. Doesn't say it's bad though. I feel with X, it's like, what if we just emphasized like some very specific parts of Mewtwo's body, like its legs or its weird feet? Because Mega Mewtwo X has very weird feet. It has to be acknowledged. Okay. All right. I think we're just about there here. I'll make me to X's ZA entry. Interesting. I'll have to read up on that one. But yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and end this here. I can definitely tell I'm getting a little, just a little tired. It is getting a little late. So we've been at this for just under 2.5 hours. We have made some significant progress, to be sure. We have reconstructed on the Silph Co building. We've done some more progress in the DLC map. We've met Mewtwo. So we got some good stuff coming our way. So looking ahead, based on my current projected schedule, the next time that I will stream is going to be this upcoming Saturday. Because I don't stream on Wednesdays, just because my schedule does not permit it. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'm also going to probably be spending time editing / gaming with the boys. And that will not be live stream. So thank you very much for coming by. Be sure to comment, like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications if you want future updates on the various things going on. And yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed today's stream. If anyone's well, let's see. I'm not sure if anyone I want. No, we're not gonna do a raid today. Chris ain't live. So thank y'all so much for watching. I'll see y'all in the next stream. Good night.